day once again, my wonderful students. I'm glad to be with you as usual as we have been doing in the previous classes. I want to welcome you to the Vondabaic Academy, Owerri, and we are on to the English language lesson. We are still on the comprehension stroke reading aspect. Yeah, quite some time we've been on to the topic which says dealing with figurative expressions in reading stroke comprehension passage. And we've had previous lectures on this topic, under this topic, with respect to simile and metaphor respectively. Yes. Please, I want to bring to your notice, the conscious observation that in the Google online class, there is the segment of the conversation. There's a conversation segment, which we are meant to maximize to your own benefit in coming up with questions that center on previously treated topics. The ones, the areas, the gray areas, that's what I mean by gray areas, the areas that you tend not to properly understand. You come up with your questions based on that, so that I, as your online facilitator in this subject, can attend to them, interact with you. That's why it's the conversation segment. I can interact with you, get to know your areas of ambiguity and get it rightly addressed. On the other hand, the self-study questions, the self-study exercises that have been given in the two previously treated subtopics, simile and metaphor respectively, you are meant to attempt it there, and I will attempt to it under that segment. Please, it's an online exercise that you are meant to take very seriously, especially for the exam class. Those of you preparing for your YN exams, to come up any moment, just like the coming of Jesus Christ. You don't know when. Short what? Quickly. Okay? Yes. Now, hyperbole. That's what we have. That's the subtopic we have for discourse in today's lesson. Alright, having welcomed you, let's get the ball rolling. In hyperbole, as we can see it evidently displayed on the board. I think the board is clearly, you have a clear view of the board for whatever you are watching. Good. Now, a hyperbole is an intentional exaggeration which is not meant to deceive, but to state a point. There are keywords here. Intentional exaggeration. These are the keywords. To explain the figure of speech known as hyperbole. It's an intentional exaggeration. I believe every one of us are familiar with the word exaggeration. Stop exaggerating. It makes exaggeration a lot and all that. There's nobody among you will be in doubt of the meaning of what the word exaggeration entails. So that's what the hyperbole does. And in some cases, it is intentional, not unconscious, deliberate, intentional equality. Not meant to deceive, but to state a point. Okay. Now let's look at the following examples to make the picture clearer. Number one says, the whole world, just imagine, the whole world knows that you are a liar. Most of you talk like that. It's not new. Everybody knows you. The whole world knows that you're a liar. So stop deceiving us. Stop deceiving yourself. You can't even deceive us, because the whole world knows that you're a liar. When you make such statement, that is what? Hyperbolic statement. Alright. Number two says, whatever happens, please. I want you to realize that you are about to witness a fight with the strongest wrestler from the African continent. One part of this statement is hyperbole. The strongest wrestler from the African continent. Imagine that. African continent is made up of over 500 million inhabitants. Over 500 million. I know some will even tell me, I'm not a geographer, neither am I a historian, but I know that the African continent is above 500 million. Now, one single person is now being described as the strongest wrestler. What are the parameters? And what yardstick did we employ in determining that, in coming to this conclusion that such a person is the strongest wrestler from the African continent? You can see this is just what an intentional exaggeration. So we just sum it up to be an hyperbolic statement. Yeah, there are keywords that you will see in hyperbolic word expressions that will give you a clear demonstration that this, no doubt, is what an instance of hyperbole. From that definition is simple. It's an intentional word exaggeration that is not meant to deceive but to what? Make a point. To make a point. Now look at this third one. Femi addresses Nigerians with the strength of over 55 million wise men. Imagine, whenever he makes an official statement. Now, Femi is just a single individual with the strength of what? Over 55 billion wise men. Okay? I think he should be described as a superhuman. He's no longer an ordinary human being. So that's it. That's how we know hyperbolic words. Statements, when we see them, they usually portray an intentional word, exaggeration. Yes, intentional, deliberate exaggeration, just to make a point. Let's move on. Now, from these above words, cited examples, you can observe something. One thing that is clear is that what? There is an obvious and a deliberate use of exaggeration. There are clear instances of exaggeration in the various examples. In example 1, we have the exaggeration, the whole world. That's why I said you should be able to what? Identify the part of the statement that what? The part of the statement that contains the hyperbolic question. The part of the statement that makes it what? A hyperbolic statement. So, for example 1, the exaggeration is found in the phrase, the whole world. So, say the whole world knows that what? Where do we have it? Let's move it on. The whole world knows that you are a liar. So, going by that, in example 1, it's an exaggeration to say the whole world knows that the person is a liar. Because it's not possible to determine what the whole world thinks of just one single individual. Alright. I want to believe that particular example has been properly addressed. Now, the second example. In example 2, it is also an exaggeration to say that one fight to the point that he is now regarded as the strongest fighter in the continent of Africa. How? He fights, and his fighting prowess has now been acknowledged in the entire African continent, and he's now awarded what? Given the accolade of being the strongest fighter in the entire African continent, which accounts for over 50 million inhabitants. See? That's clearly what? Hyperbolic. That's clearly hyperbolic. Even if he's a known fighter, he cannot be described as the strongest in the continent of Africa. That he was opportune to what? To prove be solved in that particular field of human work, endeavor, that doesn't make it the strongest and the best of the best. It's only God that we can see that that's what ascribe such glory to as the strongest of the strongest. Not the human being. Okay, so that settles it as hyperbole. The same goes for example 3. Example 3, which gives Femi a superhuman quality. Let's see what example 3 says. Example 3 says, Femi addresses Nigeria with the strength of over 50 million wise men. Whenever he makes an official statement, just one single individual, say, this is what? Laughing. So, this particular example gives Femi a superhuman quality of being able to address his fellow Nigerian citizens with the strength of over 50 million what? Geniuses. Why not? Just one single individual. Now, with this now, we have been able to clearly, or I have been able to clearly make you understand what hyperbole looks like, how it operates, how it's used in sentences. Okay? So that means that you are to do, these are standard points I want you to note before I draw your attention to the self-study. Yes. You are to, for you to make this particular figure of speech accessible, easy for you to determine. You are to clearly identify instances of exaggeration, the words that make out for exaggeration, which I consider in doing what? In pointing out in the three examples I gave to you. Okay? Yes. So, if you are able to rightly identify those words that make for exaggeration in hyperbolic statement, then you have arrived. You have done a good job. Yes. So that's just it. Just like when I told you when I was giving you the lecture on metaphor, I told you that you should be able to what? You should be able to identify what part of the statement serves as what? A figure that what? Presenting as being metaphorical. The same thing applies to metaphor. In those examples, I gave you another metaphor. I took my time to give you the part of the statement that was accounted for or accounts for metaphor. And remember, in the case of metaphor, it has an implied meaning. But for hyperbole, it doesn't have an implied meaning. It is just an intentional use of exaggeration. Yes. The way it's presented that is just how it is, but it is not real. You don't need to have a close examination. You don't need to meditate on it to get at the meaning. You don't need to ponder over it to get at the meaning, just as it will be required of you to do when you are faced with metaphorical words, expressions, or paradoxical expressions. These are figures of speech. These two figures of speech. I made mention of the paradox too when I was talking about metaphor. And the two of them, they have a kind of implied meaning. You don't get at their meaning. You don't get at their meaning easily at the surface level. Do you understand? Yes. But the area where metaphor is different from paradox is that it is a figure of comparison. Paradox is not a figure of comparison. Yes. Okay, so back to exaggeration. I'm calling it exaggeration because it's a figure of speech that makes it of exaggeration. But we are talking about what? Hyperbole. So hyperbole doesn't need you to examine closely what it is trying to get at. Rather, it's just presenting what? An intentional use of exaggeration before the reader. So it's now the responsibility lies on you to figure out the part of the expression that was that contains the exaggeration. Like I pointed out in example 1, the whole world know that he is a liar. Just imagine that. The whole world know that you are a liar. Now, example 2. In example 2, whatever happens, I want you to realize that you are about to witness a fight. Those ones I just read out now, there's nothing wrong hyperbolic about them. Okay? Yes. It is just trying to make you understand how this should be done. The part that contains the exaggeration is what makes it hyperbole. So if I read up to this point, whatever happens, I want you to realize that you are about to witness a fight with this. Okay, let me just stop there. Whatever happens, I want you to realize that you are about to witness a fight. That is still a complete statement, but there's nothing hyperbolic about it. Whatever happens, I want you to realize that you are about to witness a fight. There is nothing hyperbolic about what I've just read out. Until we include the part that contains the exaggeration. With the strongest wrestler, from the continent of the African continent, or the continent of Africa, to be correct. With the strongest wrestler from the African continent. That is now what makes it what? Hyperbolic. So only take that part that contains the exaggeration, mention it to the other part of the sentence, you now have what? A hyperbolic statement. I hope I'm communicating. Yes. Follow this meticulously. Let your mind be into what you are listening. What you are listening, listen with rapt attention. Because grammar, English language, as a subject is dynamic. Grammar, which makes English language what it is, one of the vital aspects. Okay? Yes, it comes across all other aspects of the English language, include the composition, the comprehension, find elements of grammar in there, your summary too. Okay? Yes. Then vocabulary building. Then when it comes to terms of oral, studies of sounds. Yeah. Okay. Now, this part now, the third one, Femi addresses Nigerians with, let's just stop there. Femi addresses the Nigerians. There is nothing hyperbolic about that. So you have to figure out, like I said earlier on, the part of the statement or the sentence that contains what? That has exaggeration, which makes it hyperbole. Now when we now include, with the strength of over 50 million wise men, that is the fact that contains exaggeration. That's what makes it what? Hyperbole. So when we take it together, Femi addresses Nigerians with the strength of over 55 million. That's what we have on the board. Let me not add what is not there. I think you can see clearly. Femi addresses Nigerians with the strength of over 55 million wise men. Whenever he makes an observation, that's when now other parts that contains exaggeration, it now becomes hyperbole. Okay? Now to the self-study. You have to come up with 3 concrete. Please. I want you to see the board. Let me revise it. Okay, yes, we are back again. I hope you can see it. Now, the self-study here, you have to come up with 3 concrete hyperbole expressions of your own in the conversation segment. Yes, you have to come up with 3 concrete hyperbolic expressions of your own in the conversation segment of the Google class. I want to believe with what we've done so far, you understand what I mean by hyperbolic expressions. The expressions you are making must contain what? Intentional or deliberate use of what? Exaggeration. That's what will make it the hyperbolic expression. If not, you end up coming up with just an ordinary expression. So the expressions, the 3 expressions that come up with are hyperbolic expressions, the concrete hyperbolic expressions of your own. Don't go and repeat what I'm giving you. I want to see how well you've understood today's lesson. And this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Good day, and please remain studious. Thank you for listening.